All right, there we go. So let's start with some practice behind me or on the whiteboard. Let's start with area. Okay, so find the area of this shape. 8 meters, 6 meters. Okay, so find the area of that. We've been doing this for about a week now. I'm not going to give you any formulas. Just try that. Find the area, please. If you're done, sit tight. Give it a minute. Hang on. All right, so someone raise their hand or online, raise your hand. Tell me, how do you find the area of a rectangle? Just because you raise your hand doesn't mean I told you say it. Got a call on you. Down. Base times height. So we're taking the base, multiplying it by the height. Charlie, what's the base and the height of this?
36.
So we're doing 8. Well, that's a terrible 8. 8 times 6. What is 8 times 6? 48. And then what are my units? Meters squared. So this is the area. Now, something that we're going to kind of throw in this week, which you guys already know how to do, it just kind of tends to confuse the two, is the perimeter. We're going to find the perimeter of this rectangle now. How do I find the perimeter? What is a perimeter?
A perimeter is
Perimeter.
area, well, the length, the number of.
I know. Marty, what did you say? The area is the inside, but the perimeter is the what? The outside. It's the outside, the length of all of the sides. So perimeter goes around the outside. Area is the inside.
This geometry.
Yeah. How do you find the perimeter of this then? What are you going to do?
You have to add 6 plus 6 on both sides.
Good. You have to recognize that this area or the length goes on the other sides too, right? And then we add them all together. 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6. So when we do all this adding, what do we get? 8 plus 8 is 16. 6 plus 6 is 12. What's 12 plus 16? 38.
No, 28.
That's what I meant. 28 meters. So our perimeter is 28 meters. Now, it's not squared because it's just the length. You don't need to square this one. So we're going to do area and perimeter a few times today and just practice both with different shapes and things like that, because on your test on Friday and your independent practice on Thursday, it's going to ask you to find perimeter and area. So I want to make sure you guys are good with both, okay? So let's do another one. Let's make a triangle this time. Remember, area is not the outside, inside, and then perimeter is the outside. Okay, so if I give you this triangle and I say this is 4 inches, and here is 5 inches, and the outside is 6 inches and 6 inches. So I want you guys to find the area and the perimeter. So find both this time, area and perimeter. So take a few minutes to work on that one. This is a little bit difficult. Make sure you use the right height. So take a couple minutes. We'll check attendance while you guys do that one.
These are very creepy. Oh, the caramel one.
Or is this a chocolate?
Okay, about 30 more seconds on this one, and then we'll go over it, okay? 30 more seconds on this triangle. All right, so let's start first with the area. Before we do that, what's the formula? Raise your hand. What's the formula for the area of a triangle? Haley? And then what? Good. Base times height divided by 2. So if we look at a triangle, there's a lot of numbers on here. What's the base of my triangle here? 4. 4, the bottom. 4 is my base. What is the height of the triangle? 5. It's the dotted line in the middle. 5 is the dotted line, or the height, and then divided by 2. So what is 4 times 5?
4 times 5 is 20 divided by 2.
4 times 5 is 20. Then we got to divide that by 2. What is 20 divided by 2? 10. So what is our area?
Area is 10.
10 what?
Inches squared.
Inches squared. So this is the area. Maybe.
No.
So the area is the inside, in the middle, 10 inches squared. How do I find the perimeter? What do I do to find the perimeter? Good, we need to take the sides and add, subtract, multiply, divide. What do? Add them. So we got 6 plus 6 plus 4. What is the perimeter? 16 what? What's my unit?
Wait, don't you have the 5 in it though?
No, because the 5 is on the inside. You don't need to worry about the 5
Oh,
anymore.
then I did that.
The only reason that the 5 is there is for the area. Huh? Nope, just inches on. Perimeter is only inches. You don't need to square it. Okay? Let's try one more before we do some the assignment that'll post eventually.
Oh man, I thought it was quizzes.
Nope, not quizzes. We're gonna do one more.
So
This time, I'm gonna give you, this is a square, because I'm not gonna draw it correctly probably. It's not gonna look like a square, but this is a square. That's as good as it's gonna get. That's not a square. Let's try. That looks, does that look more like a square?
We got to measure it.
We're not measuring it.
No.
It's, let's say it is 5 centimeters. That's the only information I'm going to give you. You can find the area and the perimeter with this. So, take a couple minutes, find the area and the perimeter. Using just one side length, you can do that. So take a few minutes and try it. If you're done, keep your answers to yourself.
I'm gonna experiment it.
Boy, your hand is just sticky.
they just touched anything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why it's sticky.
There's a hair on my desk.
Pretty weird.
Kind of gross too. I did just fine.
Oh my god, you did so fine.
Just so you know, I'm not taking my glasses to lunch.
Okay. So if you can't see, it's not our fault.
What is everything in life? So the square. Everyone was a square.
That would be pretty weird.
Okay. On that note, let's go ahead and find the area and the perimeter of this square. Now, how about someone online? What is the formula for finding the area of a square? What do I do? What do I need to
You
do?
have to.
You're not online. Nice try though.
Technically, I am.
Technically, no.
You can see me on the computer, you know.
Multiply.
Multiply. Maddie, you're not online either. What do you multiply?
Well, nobody online.
No, I need the formula. I don't want the number. Base times height. Okay, but this only has one number. So what do I do? Good. 5. If it's a square, then all the side lengths are the same. So this is 5 times 5. What is 5 times 5? 25.
In the chat.
Yeah, I can see it. So our area is 25 what? What's my units? Centimeters squared. Good. Now, perimeter, we know we need to add, but I only have 2 side lengths here. So what are these other ones? Also 5. Good. What is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5? No. 20. You added 1 extra 5. Yeah. It's only 20 this time. And is it centimeters or centimeters squared? If it's perimeter, it's just centimeters.
Oh man.
I know. Good try though.
I know.
Okay. All right. So there's our warm up. Kind of went over a little bit of perimeter because we're going to use that in our lesson today. And we practiced a few area things, which we're also going to use in our lesson today. What a concept. We practice the things we use. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and present my screen. So what we have today is I think it says irregular area whole group practice. Pretty sure that's what it's called, right? Let's see. If we go over to Google Classroom, some math. Yep. Irregular area whole group practice. It is a Google form. You're not going to do it on your own, though. We're going to kind of work through it together. So go ahead and get that Google form opened up. That's fine. So go ahead and get that Google form opened up, and it's for a grade that you complete it. So yes, please. Yes, write your last names. No, write your name. So we are going to work through this together. I think there's 10 problems total, but there's only 5 shapes because we're going to find the perimeter of the shape and the area, and it's 2 separate questions. Okay? Sure. Just write your name. Stop. Okay, so while you guys get logged in, I'll be right back.
So there's only 5 questions.
There's 5 shapes, but 10 questions. Okay. All right, looks like you guys are getting there. Okay. Okay, I know the first one. All right, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna draw the shape that's on the questions, because if you look at question number 1, it's the same shape as question number 2. Do you guys see that?
Yes.
What's the difference between the 2 questions though?
Perimeter area.
Question 1 asks for perimeter, question 2 asks for area. So I'm gonna draw this, and then we'll do the 2 problems. I'm gonna do them on a whiteboard. So I'm gonna unpresent my screen so that you guys can watch what we're doing, and we can do it all together. And then we'll put our answers up there. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's kind of what it looks like. What do we got? 5 centimeters. That's the
That's kind of weird.
That's like a chubby hockey stick.
4, 7, and 11. Okay. So we are going to find the perimeter. I'm going to write that right here. And the area. 1 second. Thank you. Is your calendar? I'll pass it out later. Okay, I'm gonna unpresent my screen and we're gonna do this problem together. Okay, so look, we can see it, right?
Yes.
Okay. First, it says to find the perimeter. When we look at this, that means that we need to add up all the sides. We're missing a side length here. Can't add that one, right?
It's 5.
We'll get there, hang on. We have this one, and then we're missing this last one. We don't know what this one is. So now, we need,
How to find it?
okay, hang on.
I don't.
Let me finish my sentence. I will explain it, Charlie. It's okay. I'm glad you know how to find it, but let me explain it. We need to figure out what this side length is. So we have enough information to do that because we have this big long side length and we have this kind of shorter one and whatever's left over is here. So the whole thing is 11. If we get rid of this 5 right here, what's left over is this section right here. You guys see how that works? It's like you're adding together these side lengths. This one plus this one equals 11. So it's 11 minus 5. 6. So this side length is 6 centimeters. Make a little bit of sense?
Yeah.
Gotta do some adding and subtracting to make sure you find all of your side lengths. So there's our first one that we were missing. Now we're missing this top one. Again, we have enough information to find this full length because we have this side length, which is 4, and this side length, which is 7. So we need to add them to get 11 centimeters.
11 plus 11 is 22.
Hang on. You are right, but hang on. So now that we have all of our side lengths, one, we can find the perimeter pretty quickly. How do I do the perimeter, though? What do I do?
You have to add all this stuff together.
Add. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So your perimeter, we need to add all of our side lengths together. Let's start here. So we have 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 11 plus 11. Fill out of pluses.
9 plus 6 is 15.
We'll get there.
Wait. Can I start saying?
So yeah, we just need to start adding. So let's start with 5 plus 4.
9,
9. 6 plus 7.
13,
13. 11 plus 11.
22.
22. We're still adding. What's 9 plus 13?
21.
21?
21.
No, not 21.
22.
22. 22 plus 22.
44.
44. That's our perimeter. All the way around is 44. Is it centimeters or centimeters squared?
CM.
Just cm. Good. So there's our perimeter. Basically, find all the side lengths, add them up. Yes, Charlie.
I know how I can simplify it.
How?
You know how 2 of them are 11?
Yeah?
If 2 of them are 11, the other 2 could be 11. You see how that equals 44? 11?
Yeah, if you said 4 and 7 and 6.
44.
That is true.
So I can simplify it.
That is? You can do that. Go ahead and do it that way. So there's our perimeter. That would be the answer to question 1. We'll go type that in a little bit.
I just typed it already.
Then we now need to find the area. Now, this is what we learned yesterday that we have not really practiced a whole lot. We can't find the area of this L-shaped looking thing, right? Because we don't have a formula for an L. But we can split this into 2 shapes and find the area of the 2 shapes. How do I do that? What should I do? Where should I split it, basically, is what I'm
You just
asking.
split it between the 11 and the 4.
So, this way?
Or you can split it in 2 different ways.
You can split it 2 ways. It doesn't matter. You'll get the same area. We just have to decide which way we want to do
Split
it.
it between the 4 and the 5.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay, so if we split it right here, we have this shape. Let's say it's our black shape. And then we have
What?
a blue shape. Okay, so we have 2 shapes that we need to find the area of. Let's start with the black shape. I'm just going to use black because it's the best.
You take down the perimeter.
You can in number 1, yeah.
Okay.
So to find the area of this first black shape, it's a rectangle.
Yep.
What's the formula of a rectangle?
5
Well,
We have to
formula.
base times height.
Base times height. Now we can plug in our numbers. What's the base and the height here? 5 times 4, which is 20. So there's the area of the black shape. We'll use that in a few minutes. Because we still need to find the area of the blue shape. Did you guys see the blue okay?
Yeah, it's just fine.
Okay.
See it just a better, maybe shade it over one more time.
I think I have a better blue marker back there behind you, Maddie. Can you check for one?
No.
I'll throw it to you. I'll throw it to you.
Hey, it's not me.
Thank you.
Oh, she caught it.
I can catch things.
Oh, I know.
Did that get a little bit better?
I don't think it did any.
That's okay. As long as you can kind of see it. Now, again, we have another rectangle. So what's the formula for my rectangle? Base times height again. What's the base and the height of the blue rectangle? 7 times 11. What is 7?
Don't forget to add the 6 though.
Why the 6?
Part of it,
It's just kind of an extra measurement here. Because we only need the base and the height of the rectangle. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So 7 times 11 is what?
7 to 11.
Well, okay, I heard like 4 answers and none of them were the right one, but there's the right one. 77
yeah.
centimeters squared. So now we have the area of the black rectangle and the area of the blue one. How do I find the
Oh, you
total?
have to add it.
Add them. 20
So red and black, add them.
plus 77.
What
Oh.
the heck?
She already said
Did
97.
you see the thing
No,
that popped
no,
up on
no.
your screen?
No?
Oh, it was about Athens, investigators.
That was shooting.
That was an email, an old email that I don't even have access to anymore. It just pops up on my computer. Athens, Georgia is where I got my master's degree.
Oh,
So,
I thought it was talking about the Athens.
no, it's about Georgia. What is 20 plus 77 for our total area?
37 plus what? 97.
97
CM squared.
centimeters squared. So, we have found the area and the perimeter of this first shape. We need to go back over to our Google form and put in those numbers. I have not yet, so we're going to do that really
Are we
quick.
gonna complete this test today?
I don't know. We'll do as much as we can.
Maybe not, maybe so, maybe not.
We might only do like 2 more just to practice. Tomorrow you guys will do a little bit on your own. There's only 4. I don't know. We'll see.
No, there's not. There's 11 questions. That means.
There's 10 problems. Because remember, the first question is
That means
the
there's
name.
5 textbooks.
All right. So number 1, ask for our perimeter. What's the perimeter? What was the perimeter?
44 cm.
44 centimeters. Thank you.
What was the area?
Number 2, area 97 centimeters squared. Good. Okay, while you guys get that typed out, I'm gonna draw our next shape that we're gonna work with. This one is again 2 rectangles.
Wow, you got that.
2 rectangular prisms.
Close. A rectangular prism is a 3D shape. We will learn about those next week.
Really?
Oh, man. That's going to be hard.
I ain't telling you. What is the perimeter of that shape? I don't know.
Water.
We're doing the area first this time.
Are we? We are not.
We're doing more than trying though.
It's easier to do the perimeter first so that you have all the side lengths, so that when you split up into your rectangles, you already know all the side lengths you need.
You know what I wish with these Chromebooks I could do?
Huh.
I wish you were able to take this like this and twist it around.
That would be cool.
And then you can have it facing like this, like a laptop.
Alrighty.
With it facing like this.
So,
You're just like,
our next one. I stopped sharing my screen, so now we have our rectangle up here. I'm going to work on the whiteboard. We're going to start with the perimeter. We are missing 2 side lengths if you look at the perimeter, right? Hang on, let me, so we have our bottom is 14, that's fine. This side is 3. We're missing this one. We might need it. Well, we're going to need it for perimeter, so we're going to have to find that one.
We were gonna need it for area too, though, right?
We might need it for area if we decide to split it that way, yes. We have this one. We got that one. We need this one too. So we need to figure out what these are. Both of them require some addition or subtraction here. So let's start with this big long one.
All right.
We have this distance from here to here is how much?
10 plus 3 is 13.
10, and then down here is 3. So what's 10 plus 3?
13.
13 feet on that side length. Good. Basically, you just got to kind of look across, and it works, right? Now we need to find this one. So we know from here to here is 8. The total is 14. So what's left over right there? Huh? We need to subtract. So what's left over? 14 minus 8 is? Close. 14 minus 8? 6. Thank you. 6 feet. Okay. So now we have all of our side lengths. I'm going to leave this part up to you. Find the perimeter. So the outside, add all sides for the perimeter. Okay. I'd like you guys to find the perimeter. Do all that adding on your own, please, because you are fully capable of adding things. So find the perimeter on that one.
I saw Karen in Charlie's computer. Oh, I saw her in Charlie's computer.
Okay, add, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Now you're finding the perimeter on your own. I don't need to know your answer. You guys will put your answer in on your own. Make sure you put the perimeter somewhere so that you don't forget it. Or you'll put it on your answer on your own.
Can I wear my hat like this?
No. Nope, it's still on your head. Sailing hat off.
What if I wear it on my arm? Like that. It hurts your eyes if you look at it for too long. The shape? No, the color, the bright orange. Yes, it does.
Nice.
Here, look at it. Here, point on it. It hurts your eyes, doesn't it?
Maybe it's just because you have
All right.
a
Hopefully that was enough time to do the perimeter. Like I said, adding all the sides, you were doing that one on your own. Just adding them all up. Do you guys need another minute to finish that?
Yeah, I'm not thinking crazy.
Or do you need another minute?
No. When me and my dad were hunting in the bear tracks, and that was really the in that area.
Mm.
It was scary.
That was kind of scary. Okay. Hopefully you have that perimeter. Let's go ahead and do the area then.
You can take a nap with it.
So again, we have an L shape that we can't just use a formula, plug in numbers to find our area. So what do we need to do?
You have to add them all up.
No, we're finding the area.
Wait, what was the area?
I told you to do the perimeter on your own. I can tell. Now, area. We need to do what to find the area here? What do I have to do? Remember, we can't just use one formula, so what do we have to do? We do based on type, but we don't have shapes to do that of. What do we have to do first? The first thing we do. We still can't do base times height. We don't have shapes to do it of.
Make 2 shapes.
Good, we need to split this into 2 shapes first. So let's just split it.
I finally did it.
Let's just split it right here. This will work. So we have this smaller rectangle right here that we'll do black. And then we have this larger rectangle that we will do blue. Okay? Let's start with the black rectangle that is smaller. This one is base times height. It's a rectangle. What's the base and the height of this smaller black rectangle?
6 and 3.
3 and 6. What is 3 times 6?
18.
18. So there's our first one. Okay. Now we have to find the area of the bigger one, of the blue one. Base and height on this one, base times height. What is our base and our height? 13 is our base. It's not 14 because the 14 goes all the way across. We need to look at this one. 8, and 13. So it's 13 times 8. Now I gotta do 13 times 8. Take a second to do that.
Where did you get 13 points?
13's right here. It's this side length. That's like the height of it, right? And I got the 8 because we split our rectangles up. So the 8 is only the base of this one. Okay, so 13 times 8, what did you get?
164
164?
plus 18 18.
I feel like 164 is too much.
No, it is 104.
Yeah, it's 104.
How?
Because 3 times 8 is 24, carry of 2. 8
Yeah.
times 1 is, yeah.
Yep, got it wrong.
So we have 2 areas here. I'm going to have you guys finish this on your own. I'll tell you guys the next step. What's your next step here that you have to do? Add them up. Take the smaller rectangle, 18, add it with the bigger rectangle, and find your total area. Okay, so finish this one on your own.
Because I think someone punched a hole through the wall.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay, so again, I'm kind of guiding you through things, but you're also finishing them on your own, all right? So finish adding these ones up.
Can we do one more after this one?
We'll do probably one more, yeah.
Don't forget to make the wish at 11:11. Huh? Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you about 30 more seconds. Then we'll move over to the Google form and put in our answers if you have not already.
Dylan, what did you wish for yesterday?
I'm not saying.
Like your dog water?
No. Absolutely hate that.
Are you putting answers in?
Very horrible.
Alrighty. So I'm going to share my screen again. We'll go put in some answers. Okay. Now again, for number 3, this is the perimeter. I have you guys do it on your own. So you should have an answer to put in here. When you added up all of the sides, you should have an answer to put in there. Hopefully you do. If not, yeah, haven't been paying attention very well when I ask you to do work. So, no, I don't want to know the answer. I will look at the answers later.
4 a.m.
What? Okay. Then on number 4, the area, we did most of it together. You just needed to finish with the adding. So again, you should have your own answer.
We're getting coffee right now.
That'd be cool.
I need them.
So number 4, you should have your own answer in there. Hopefully it is the right answer when you added these together.
I've been trying to help my grandma set it up.
While you guys do that, I'm going to draw the shape for number 5 and 6.
Oh, it's together. It's really fun. Oh, no, it's not. No one's probably over there.
What?
It's off of Sesame Street, and it's the song. Instead of what you did to me, it's just called Let It Be. Instead of what you did to me.
Okay.
It's a Teen Titans Go Tower.
Where?
Okay.
Right there.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah, it's a Teen.
Like, Miss Rose, you gotta make the bottom part more fatter.
No, it's okay. It's not drawn to scale. As long as we have the measurements, we'll be okay.
Alright. So you can make a square and you'll still get the same measurements?
I mean, you still have to draw what it is. Okay, so
Since I have an idea for this one. So instead of split it, I have a measurement and we just split it.
You got that Teen Titans
Oh.
Go Tower.
that'd be very difficult. Because we still don't have the formulas for those ones.
I know, but you can split it up the middle.
You could try.
Can we try it?
You can. I'm not gonna do it that way.
I don't know how to do it.
Then we're not gonna do it. You can, but it would be very, very difficult, and I don't want to confuse everybody by doing that. So I'm gonna stop presenting, and we're gonna work on. This is number 5 and 6 on the Google form. Can we see this? Are we good? Okay. All right. let's start again by finding the measurements that we don't have around our side lengths. So we're good here. We're good with this one. We need this long one, the side of the T. What is it? Don't think too hard. It's just 9. Straight across from it, bring the 9 over, okay? We have our bottom. We have this side length. We have the 4. What about this one? If we bring it straight across, what would it be? 3. Okay, now the only one that you're allowed to do a ton of work for, this top one. What are we going to do to find the top length? Good. We need to take 8 right here, plus, what's this little distance right here? 5 plus 4. 8 plus 5 plus 4, not 16, you're close.
19.
No.
I said 17.
17. It is 17. So we took all these little side lengths that are there and added them up to get 17 on that one. Okay? Now that we have all of our side lengths, which one can we find, the perimeter or the area?
Perimeter.
We can find the perimeter. So now I want you guys to do that, please. Find the perimeter of this. Okay. Add all of the sides. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides you need to add together. Add them all. Perimeter. Add
I wrote my name in my hat. Like Woody.
all sides. Okay, now do the perimeter, please. On your own.
Hey, John.
What?
Why did they put password on our computers already?
Wait, do the perimeter on our own?
Yep, on your own. Perimeter needs to be on your own, please.
Okay.
Okay, we've got all the side links. You just need to finish the problem there.
The tape has come back to haunt me.
Go forward.
All right, got it.
Don't come back in my dream.
And once you get it, you can go put it on your Google form. I don't need
Wait, did I
to.
get it right?
I don't know. I don't know the answer.
I think I do.
I just keep it on my phone.
Just check your addition.
Long as
I'm pretty sure I got it. It's
Okay.
what you
Give you about 1 more minute to be doing that addition. You're going to wait a minute or two. Just let people get their addition done. Adding it all together.
We're done. You got any decimal stickers on there?
I don't think so. No. I have some at home though.
I have a lot at my desk. Because the always go ahead and does it roll. We just overlap the stickers when there's no room.
Yeah. What is that over here with this one? It's the only one I've done it with. Okay. So, by now I hope that you've done your addition. If you're still working on it, it's okay. Keep going. Finish your perimeter and just write it down somewhere so that you can put it on the Google form. Or go put it on the Google form. That works too. Okay? Now we need to find the area of this T shape. But again, we don't know how to find the area of a T. So what do we need to do?
split it up.
Split it up, which we kind of already did when we were talking earlier about finding the side length. So we already kind of split it right here, right? Yep. So let's have 2 rectangles. We have the bottom of the T and then the top of the T. Let's start with the area of the blue rectangle. Still base times height. What is the base and the height of that blue rectangle? 3 and 17. 3 times 17. So take about 30 seconds. Figure out 3 times 17, please. Okay. What's 3 times 17?
51.
51? Okay, so there's the area of our blue shape. Now we got to find the area of the black shape. This is again a rectangle, so it's just base times height. Now the black shape is what the base and my height?
5 and 9.
5 times 9. The bottom is 5, that's your base. The height is 9, all the way up. What is 5 times 9?
45 is 1.
Okay, 45.
The fifth one is 45 is 26.
Bro, stop getting answers.
I know.
Okay, now on your own, finish it. What's the last step we need to do here? Now multiply. Nope. Add 51 plus 45. Add those up and find the total area, please, on your own.
Oh, God, I got it.
Well, I already said the answer.
Yeah, he did. Yep. So again, find the area on your own. Once you found it, you can go and put it on the Google form.
Wait a minute.
Well, I want to look at the next couple and see what they are real quick before we leave.
There's a wall.
Are they all rectangles still? Is there any triangles on there?
No.
They're all rectangles?
Yep.
Oh.
No, rectangle.
I don't really want to do. No, tomorrow we'll do some with triangles and trapezoids as well, instead of just rectangles.
And squares.
Yeah.
Isn't a square technically a rectangle?
Yeah.
Or is
Just short,
that the opposite?
just short and stubby.
A square is a rectangle, but a rectangle cannot be a square.
Ow.
No, wait. I don't know. It always confuses me.
Oh my God, please don't make that. Give it.
Okay. So, real quick, I'm just going to present my screen.
My chest is hurting. I don't know why.
Why?
I tried to get across my house and I stacked this fire on top of another fire. I went to go jump on it and without anything else, it's about this tall. I went to go jump on it. I put my one foot up there
And it didn't work?
That's parkour.
and I slipped and I snapped my chest again.
Okay.
So you
For number 5, you should have found the perimeter, so you should have an answer there. I'm just going to write on your own because you should have done that one on your own. And then for number 6 as well, you should have an answer here. So you should have finished that one up on your own. It might not let you turn it in because you haven't completed the other ones. So just stick a number in the other ones and then you can turn it in after you're done, yeah.
And count it as 100% husband.
As long as you have answers to the ones that we did together, you will get credit for doing this with me. So you should have an answer. Well, we've been working on it for 45 minutes, so you should have answers. We did pretty much the whole problems together. I know you were playing games, so.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
No?
No, he doesn't.
All right, well, you should at least have some answers, hopefully.
Yeah, bro.
I did give.
He's been on Sabbath.
Okay, once you have answers for number 7, 8, 9, and 10, just put in like a number, a letter.
I got 1 out of 10, Miss Jones.
Yeah, it might tell you that you're wrong on all of them, but if we did them together, it's fine.
They said it. Oh my God.
What?
They're all wrong.
Why? Is the number wrong?
They're all wrong. Like the numbers are wrong and everything.
How's it all
Yeah,
wrong?
look. See, we got the wrong one on. I got the wrong one on number 3. I got 54 skin. And on number 3, too.
Well, if you put the wrong units, it's going to give you the wrong, tell you you're wrong.
Oh my God.
Is your number correct?
Okay, the third one, no, it is not correct.
Well, then maybe you did your addition wrong.
The fifth one is not correct.
Then maybe you did your addition wrong.
Oh. Filling up.
No, I got round 3. Yeah.
Hey,
I had to put this one sign together, what it's called. But it's an upward arrow.
the carrot. It's called a carrot. Yep. So like I said, once you are all done, again, your score is not going to matter. I'm just going to check it to make sure you're working along with me. So once you get it turned in, you can head out if you're online. We have signs at 12:30 today, so make sure you come back for that, and we'll see you then.
In like 13 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.